The sun beats mercilessly on the fractured savanna, where dust storms coil like serpents across the horizon. A band of early hominids, perhaps among the last of the Miocene great apes, moves with urgency, their lean silhouettes bent forward, pressed by hunger, heat, and the weight of survival. At the center of the group, a female carries a newborn clutched against her chest, its fragile body bound in hair and bark fibers. Every step is agony for her, yet she moves forward, driven by the primal instinct that the infant must live. Others scour the cracked ground, pulling at roots with crude flakes of stone, gnawing at bark for moisture. In this withering season, every mouthful is earned against death. Suddenly, the ground vibrates with a low rumble. The tribe halts, eyes wide. A herd of antelope bursts from the grasslands, fleeing with blind terror. The reason follows: a pride of saber-toothed cats, their fangs glinting in the sun, driving chaos across the plain. Dust erupts as hooves and claws tear the earth. The tribe scatters, mothers clutching infants, males hurling stones, young ones shrieking. One cat swerves, locking eyes on the smallest of the hominids struggling behind. A male, his chest heaving, raises a jagged stone flake. He lunges, screaming with raw defiance. The predator strikes, but the flake slashes across its muzzle, drawing blood. Shocked, the beast recoils, snarling, before vanishing into the herd's wake. The tribe regroups in trembling silence, sweat and fear soaking their bodies. One small victory, yet the air itself feels poisoned by danger. They press onward, desperate for water. The land offers none, only scorched earth and whispering wind. As the day fades, they reach a river reduced to mud pools, the last remnants of a once mighty flow. Elders kneel, scooping thick water into cupped hands, passing drops to the children first. The mothers tear leaves from nearby shrubs, folding them into crude funnels to catch the runoff. Every gesture is survival distilled into instinct. But survival is never given. It must be fought for. As night descends, the wind shifts. A storm builds, the sky torn by lightning. The tribe huddles beneath a fallen tree, infants pressed against warm chests, eyes flashing with fear as thunder cracks like the earth breaking open. Rain lashes the savanna in violent sheets, flooding hollows, drowning fires. The mud thickens, sucking at their feet as they try to move. Lightning ignites dry branches nearby, birthing a firestorm that spreads with terrifying speed. Flames roar across the grassland, cutting off their path. Smoke blinds them. Mothers cry out, hoisting their infants higher, while males snatch burning branches, waving them as weapons to carve a path through the chaos. The tribe moves as one organism, bound by fear and necessity. Some stumble, fall, are dragged back to their feet. Through screams and embers, they finally break free into open ground, soaked, shaking, but alive. The storm fades by dawn. The air smells of ash and renewal. Blackened earth stretches for miles, but in the stillness, green shoots already push through. The tribe drinks from fresh rainwater pooled in stone hollows. Relief softens their faces. Yet survival allows no rest. As they forage in the damp aftermath, another danger reveals itself. From the tree line emerges a rival band, leaner, hungrier, eyes sunken from the same famine. At first, both groups freeze, glaring across the distance. The newcomers clutch sharpened sticks, crude clubs fashioned from stone and bone. The silence is taut, dangerous. Then, one of the rivals lunges, seizing a bundle of figs scavenged by the first tribe. Instantly, chaos erupts. Clubs smash against stone, shrieks pierce the air, and the two bands collide in primal fury. Infants wail as mothers clutch them tighter, retreating to the edges. A young male from the first tribe takes a blow to the head, crumpling into mud. Another rises, swinging a branch of flame, sparks flying into the rivals' faces. Panic flickers. The rivals retreat, dragging their wounded, vanishing into the trees. The tribe stands bloodied but unbroken, rallying around their fallen. A female kneels, pressing chewed herbs into wounds, binding them with strips of bark. The infant, still alive against her chest, whimpers softly. Every cry, though fragile, reminds them of why they endure. Exhaustion pulls at every bone, yet hunger drives them onward. They trek toward distant cliffs where caves may offer safety. Along the way, they gather berries, crush roots, share morsels of roasted meat scavenged from a lightning-killed carcass. Around the fire that night, faces glow in flickering light, scarred, weary, yet still bound by unity. But fate has one final trial to deliver. At dawn, as the tribe prepares to move, the sharp cry of alarm splits the air. From the tall grass emerges a massive crocodile, driven inland by the flooded river, its jaws snapping with thunderous force. It lunges at the mother carrying the infant, dragging both into the mud. Screams tear through the tribe. Without hesitation, the males surge forward. Stones and spears crash against its armored hide. A female, her body trembling, drives a sharpened stake into the beast's eye. It thrashes, bellowing, before retreating into the flooded plain. The mother emerges, torn and bleeding, but alive. The infant clings, wailing, its tiny heartbeat defying extinction. Silence falls. Then, slowly, the tribe gathers around her, touching her shoulders, her arms, reaffirming her place among them. They have faced fire, famine, predators, and their own kind. Yet still they move forward. As the sun sinks over the savanna, the tribe reaches the shelter of a limestone cave. They collapse inside, huddling together. Mothers nurse their infants. Elders murmur in low, rhythmic hums. The fire crackles, casting shadows on the walls that dance like spirits of survival. Here, for the first time in weeks, there is no pursuit, only breath, heartbeat, and the faint warmth of unity. Outside, the savanna waits, merciless, eternal. Inside, life clings stubbornly to its fragile thread, and in the cries of the infants, so small yet louder than storm, flame, and predator combined, echoes the first true song of humanity.